Fatherland videos. Oh yeah. This is what professionalism looks like, y'all. In case y'all didn't know. We have Joseph Campbell, Historical Atlas of World Mythology, and the specific the Middle and Southern Americas. Y'all know this is my favorite author. If I had to choose one person that wrote all the mythologies or stories off and their version of it, I would have to say his so far, y'all. Look at the different types of things in here. Plica. Desana, Cosmos, and the Snake Canoe. We're going to read about that in the second mythology, the maternal snake canoe. The first mythology, we're reading the Sun Father's intention, and the third and last short mythology we read is the daughter of the sun. And that'll conclude tonight's mythology read. You see it's like a page and a half. And so much of that are diagrams themselves, so let's get right into it. Oh, let me point out the sun on the map, right? So they're talking about this specific land here where one will say that's into chematology or Kemet or Egypt. They will say, well, they had the pyramids aligned with the stars and along the water and river and stuff like that, and it was a mythological or magical place to be, right? So this is the specific area here, but you can see they have this whole perimeter area here circled in on all these little cities and places. But the specific, what they call the Desana cosmos or the Milky Way, this is the specific type of what they would say in Egypt the pyramids would align. This is what they're talking about here where it says Desana, right? So we'll get right into the reading. The Desana creation, the Sun Father's intention. In the beginning, the Sun Father created of all things, who is not the daily sun that is seen passing overhead, but in eternal yellow light, invisible to physical eyes, produced the universe, not by an act or word, but by the mere purpose or intention. And the rays of this yellow purpose or intention now penetrate and sustain all things, both visible and invisible, in a universe of 3 levels. Is of this earth and of the color red. Below is a river of milk, bathed in a pale green light, the color of cocoa leaves, while above is a level of 2 distinct zones, one white, yellow, and orange, of the visible sun and moon, the other blue of the Milky Way. The Milky Way is described as an immense and dangerous river, seething with the seeds of life, but also with putrefaction, vomit, and disease. It takes its rise from the river of milk and arches over the head, flowing from east to west, tossed by the winds of high heavens, known as wind current. This high zone is that which people are carried into vision by hallucinogenic drugs, the most important which is a powder sniffed through the nose, prepared for a vine known as viho, from the verb vihire, to inhale, to observe. Viho man is the guardian, himself in the state of the perpetual trance. His dwelling is the Milky Way, and it is to him that the shamans address themselves to be brought through him in his meditation into visionary touch with the other great invisibles. For the Milky Way is the place of meeting and communication between supernatural and earthly beings. All right. So, the sun, cosmos, or the Milky Way, is what they were talking about, right? Let's get into the second mythology read, the maternal snake canoe. The coming of mankind to inhabit the middle level of the universe was a paramount feature of the Sun Father's first intention. He produced in the river of milk an ancestral male of each of the many tribes of the Valapis region and appointed them of the spiritual god named Fermentation Man, or flowing forth, ejaculating man, to conduct them to this earth. They were brought in a live snake canoe named Fermentation Placenta, painted yellow on the outside with long black stripes along its back and black diamonds along the sides, but the inside red, where the people sat. And when every of them came to rapids, there were many of the long journey. The waters rose, and they passed over. At Ipanuri, on the Valapis River, however, the snake canoe struck a rock, and the people scattered forth through an opening at the prow. All human beings are connected in their lives by an invisible umbilical cord that runs back through the rivers to the cosmic womb, in the river of milk, and the snake canoe that traced the journeys and the sign of the connection. When the people had disappeared, each went to the place of which the Fermentation Man had assigned him, and to each there had been given also the token of the assigned manner of life, a tucano, pirete puya, veredaya, nero, a mayanic greater, to the kuripaco, and the primitive maku, a blowgun and a basket. The peoples of this northwest Amazonian rainforest are of greatly different cultures, stages, intermixed, foragers, hunters, fishers, horticulturists, with significant influence also from the civilization of the Andes. In the mythologies, according to an opposite composite as well, the Desana, for example, take pride in themselves as hunters, yet fishing and horticulture contribute greatly more than the hunt to their economy. And although the old Stone Age mythic figure of the animal master looms enlarged their rights and thinking, the structuring energies of their universe are mixed of female and male aspects, with the only culture heroes, two females, a muslin-like water spirit and the actress known as the daughter of the aracrafish, an important species of food. This fish, the araku fish, the riverine economies of the Amazon, and the daughter of the sun. Okay, this is the third one, and it's pretty short, like the first two are. All right, the daughter of the sun. The daughter of the sun, vaguely, of the Sun Father, as well as of the visible sun, had not reached puberty when her father lay with her at Wainambi Rapids, violating thus his own first law against incest. Then the moon, his twin brother, becoming jealous, tried to seduce her. And the sun, in revenge, removed from him his feather crown, thus reducing his light, all of which so upset the moon that for the next 3 nights he hid his light entirely, and this he continues to do every month. He is obsessed, furthermore, with sex, and night descends in the form of a man to cohabitate with women in their sleep. It is said that he even opens graves to violate and to eat the dead. The stain of the menstrual blood of the daughter of the sun remains marked upon his features. But the moon also has beneficial powers, due which is called the saliva of the moon, influence the growth of plants and the gestation of pregnant women. Magical herbs are under his influence, and since many are used in love potions, his fascination with sex is evident even here. His cycle coincides with the cycle of women, whose loose every month of the man menstrual blood, in his memory of the blood lost by the daughter of the sun, when she lay with her father at Wanambi Rapids. It is said that she remained with him 3 after his wife, but though so much about sex that she became thin, ugly, and lifeless during her next menstruation, the sex act hurt, and she no longer wanted even to eat. When she lay down on the boulder of Wanambi Rapids, her imprint can still be seen. But then the sun, her father, performed for her the invocation to be used when girls attain puberty, chanting and puffing tobacco. He thus revived her.